Hello, we are Mike and Nancy Gerardo of Greensboro, North Carolina. We first met through a Catholic dating website while living in Charleston, South Carolina. We eventually married and then moved to Columbia, South Carolina, where we started our family with our son Anthony, now 8. A job opportunity eventually brought us to Chicago, where our daughter Isabel was born. Izzy is medically complex and technologically dependent on account of her diagnosis of trisomy 18 or Edwards syndrome. She spent the first 23 months of her life in a hospital before we were able to bring her home. In transferring from her birth hospital to a second hospital, we all relocated to be with her. Mom, Dad, and brother moving into a Ronald McDonald house for 18 months while she dealt with a heart procedure and eventually liver cancer diagnosis and treatment. At the same time, Anthony was also diagnosed with autism while we were there. Besides impacted by cardiovascular and respiratory disorders, Isabel is also legally blind. She has both vision and severe mixed hearing impairments, in addition to global developmental delay and an inability to crawl, sit up, or walk. We stayed in Chicago for another year and a half before making our way back down south to Greensboro, where we have settled in nicely and found our new normal.
We applied to have a wish granted by the Make-A-Wish Foundation, for which we are fortunate to have been selected. The process of selecting a wish and receiving approval has been complex due to Isabel's medical condition. We wanted more than anything to be able to take her to Hawaii to allow her to experience paradise on Earth. Unfortunately, air travel was denied, so we pivoted towards traveling to Charleston, where we used to live, so she could experience the sort of life we used to love, which brought us together. Trips sponsored by Make-A-Wish have a restriction of 6 days, 5 nights. However, beach homes frequently require a minimum 7-night stay, so it was our hope that Flight for Sight could assist us with the additional out-of-pocket expenses we will face to make our week-long wish in Charleston come true. Our project title is called Seeing the Lowcountry for the First Time. We want to document the origins of our family, with our children coming to see and experience where they truly came from. A beach house was the most notable experience, as Nancy and I used to spend every Sunday after church at Folly Beach. We would like Izzy and her brother to relish the extraordinary sensory experience of a week at the beach, feeling the sand between their toes and the wind in their hair, the smell of salty Carolina air and pluff mud, hearing seagulls and the crashing waves with the windows open, seeing dolphins frolicking in the water from our porch, and tasting nearby fare like seafood and veggies and fruits from a local farmer's market. Each day would be dedicated to a different tactile experience and concept development that we would record and share how Isabel experiences and responds to touching something for the first time. Some of the experiences we hope to share include beach time, a trip to the South Carolina Aquarium, visiting the Angel Oak Tree of Johns Island. It's 28 feet in circumference and estimated to be between 400 and 500 years old. Stopping by the Lowcountry Children's Museum, and hopefully taking in a game with the Charleston River Dogs baseball team. We will document accessibility to access these public spaces and how people in the community help us navigate local areas, as well as how inclusive or prepared establishments are in terms of providing accessibility to a deafblind child. We will document awareness and provide education to deafblind needs at the public areas we will visit.
We wish to highlight for those not part of the deafblind community how having dual sensory impairments prevent one from learning and adapting to new environments. The tangible or digital results of our trip will include videos shared on our social media sites and involve tagging the appropriate locations and other organizations so to present to a wide audience the opportunity to see how a little girl who is deafblind with other delays and limitations experiences a new and exciting environment for the first time through the lens of love from her family.
Thank you.
Thank you.